Heavy and wet snow often comes with the potential of large power outages.
But not every community is susceptible. Ben Jordan goes in depth on how some are investing in a way to avoid problems on days like this altogether.
Here in Oconomowoc, it's hard to find overhead power lines. That's because 90% of them are buried underground. It's an investment the city and its residents made, specifically for days like today. For Marcia Pickle of Oconomowoc,
I think it's wonderful. I love winter weather.
the first winter snowstorm is welcome.
I was afraid we weren't going to get it this year again.
While shoveling is no fun,
Heavy too.
she knows from past experience she doesn't have to worry about being left in the cold without power.
We had the ice storm 2 years ago, and the electricity did not go out. They replaced my roof, my siding, my deck, everything, and the electricity did not go off one time.
Utilities manager Kevin Corey says it's all because of a decision the city made decades ago. What is the benefit of having power lines underneath the ground?
Well, on days like this or thunderstorms or when you have high winds, the advantage is our lines aren't out there to be affected by the weather.
Kevin says Oconomowoc has been slowly chipping away at its overhead lines, removing about 2% each year, all in an effort to have a more reliable power source than most other cities.
In the city of Oconomowoc, we're a little different that we're a growing city. So with our new developments and stuff like that, we do all of that underground from the start.
While the city of Oconomowoc decided to pay for that change on its own, We Energies says nearly half of its power lines in southeastern Wisconsin are underground, including this Elm Grove neighborhood.
One of the big things you look around, Elm Grove is known for what? They're large trees. And so outage issues had been a real issue here for a long time because of those trees, because of branches coming into contact with our equipment.
While the company invests in new underground lines each year, spokesman Brendan Conway says there's a reason most of its lines are still visible. 45% of power lines underground. Why not 100%?
Yeah, I mean, not only is that impractical, it would be incredibly expensive. That would cost tens of billions of dollars extra onto customers' rates. So it just doesn't make sense.
Brendan says outages can still happen with underground lines due to freezing and flooding, and it typically takes much longer to fix.
There is no perfect solution. That's why every neighborhood, every place we look at, we try to find what's a solution that makes sense for that location, and we are constantly analyzing and identifying that.
Marcia wouldn't have it any other way in her neighborhood.
This is the lowest prices we've ever had too. So whatever they did, they must have made it economically.
Back here in Oconomowoc, the city's goal is to have nearly 100% of its power lines buried in the next 5 years. Reporting in Oconomowoc, Ben Jordan, TMJ4 News.